Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. I have a Power Rangers Ninja Steel review for you today. Been a while since my last Ninja Steel review because I'm not buying a ton of the toy line. I'm kind of just collecting some of the figures. So I was able to find the Gold Ranger the other day, which I was excited because I definitely want at least one of each of the normal Ranger forms. So definitely had to find myself a Gold Ranger. We take a look at the back. No character bios anymore. It just shows how they can ride in the Megazord. And then it shows this wave, which I believe is wave 4, maybe? I'm not really sure. You have the training gear. I think actually the training gear, these first 3 are out right now. And then these 2 are going to come out later with these 2 villains. You have Madame Odious and Skullgator, I believe they're called. Although the Skullgator might be out with these. I'm not sure. The case assortments are really weird. But the Gold Ranger is the only one that I've seen. I haven't been able to find any of these figures yet. I definitely would get these 2. These look pretty cool. I'm on the fence about the training modes, but I would definitely get the 2 monsters. So we'll have to wait and see. If I see them in hand, I might, splurge. But in any case, we're going to be taking a look at the Gold Ranger here. So let's go ahead, get him out of the packaging, and we'll take a closer look. So here he is, Gold Ranger, out of the packaging. And I have to say, I think he looks pretty good. The gold is a nice quality. It doesn't look too washed out or anything like that. I actually appreciate that the brown from his belt actually goes all the way around. They extended that paint all the way around, and you can see a little ninja star molded in there. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for the red of his neckerchief and the white of his poncho top or whatever you want to call that. It's not that big a deal for the white, but the red is really jarring. How it's just it's red, stops, and then gold. All they would have had to do is extend the red a little bit around here and the white a little bit around here, and if they would have done the white down there, it would have been a perfect figure in my opinion. I can understand why they didn't, it's all money constraints and things like that. But it's just really jarring to see that red just kind of stop. It looks a little weird. I mean, from the front, he looks great. No complaints. But just a little bit of more paint up in this area would have been all you needed. But it's still a good figure. Face sculpt, or I should say helmet sculpt, whatever term you'd like to use. Pretty good. Silver paint's pretty nice. Black paint's nice. Like that. Articulation-wise, pretty standard for these size figures. Head can move from side to side. You have the typical ratchet up and down, and then front to back for the shoulder. It's a little bit because of the shoulder pad, but you can get around it, so it's not that big a deal. He just can't, his arms can't go straight up, obviously. 90 degrees in the elbow. You do have a swivel here in the forearm, as well as a wrist swivel, so that's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation in the arm. Nothing in the waist. Front to back, out to the side for the legs. He does have kind of a butt skirt, so that hinders the backwards movement. Then you have 90 degrees in the knee, and then you have a boot cuff swivel, as per usual. So, I mean, for a $10 figure, I feel like it's pretty good points of articulation. I can't really complain. And it's become pretty much the standard for Power Ranger figures, what they call the superhero or action hero series or something like that, if I believe correctly, that's what it's called. Also comes with his guitar, which has some really nice molded in detail. Just obviously it's all molded in black, so there's no paint. Again, would be awesome if it had paint, but I completely understand why it doesn't. But maybe customizers could have fun with that because the detail is there, just needs to be painted. So we'll go ahead and put this in his hand. If I can get this in here. There we go. Wields it pretty well. You can also hold it by the other handle. So I think that's kind of cool if you want him to. Unfortunately, I can't really... Well, let's see. Can we get him to... No. See, if he had a higher up bicep swivel, I could. But unfortunately, he does not. If I just turn it in his hand, I could have him hold hand it. But let's see. See what we can do here. Yeah, you can have him hold it like that, like parallel to his body, but unfortunately you can't hold it in front of him. If you're going to hold it in front of him, it has to be one-handed. But it still looks cool. I mean, you can still fire it. And of course, he can still wield it as a sword, which I think also looks good. So, I mean, sure, it'd be great if they also had bicep swivels, but again, these are $10 figures. You really can't complain. I think for what they are, they're very well done. Very nice representation of the character. You know, it's not a Black Series figure or a Marvel Legends or something like that. So or a Legacy figure. From what I understand, Bandai is getting ready to start making Ninja Steel Legacy figures. So I'm sure if they make a Legacy figure Gold Ranger, Star Ninja here, you could get some good poses with his weapon because he would definitely have the bicep swivel. But yeah, for the $10 figure, I think it looks great. I think the accessory is good. Like I said, my only complaint is the paint just abruptly stopping. If they could have splurged for just those like 2 or 3 tiny little paint apps, I think the figure would have been amazing. As it stands, still good. Just a little weird to see that red abruptly stop. But from the front, he looks fantastic, and I think kids are going to love it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys have enjoyed this look at the Gold Ranger Action Hero. That's what the packaging says. So it's the Gold Ranger Action Hero from Power Rangers Ninja Steel. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching.